If you're an educator, you know that time is the one resource you can never get enough of. But what if that could change? A revolution is happening in classrooms right now, and it's all about giving you back your most valuable asset. Today, we're going to dive into the AI tools built specifically to do just that. Yeah, if you're a teacher, this image probably feels a little too real. That never-ending to-do list, the work that bleeds into your weekends, the constant pressure, it can be absolutely relentless. It's the fast track to burnout. But what if I told you that you could get up to 10 hours back every single week? Nope, that's not an exaggeration. It's the new reality for teachers who are learning to use a new kind of assistant.
And the data backs this up big time. A whopping 60% of educators are already using AI, and they're seeing a massive drop, like 50 to 70% in their most time-consuming tasks. Just think about that for a second. Your planning, grading, and assessment work cut by more than half. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's quickly becoming the new standard.
So how do you get in on this? Well, instead of just throwing a giant, overwhelming list of apps at you, we're going to break this down by the job you actually need to get done. We'll focus on the specific tools that are making a real difference. Okay, let's kick things off with this AI teacher revolution. We're moving way past those generic AI chatbots and into a whole new world of tools that were literally built to solve the unique problems you face in the classroom every day. First up, let's talk about the all-in-one platforms. Seriously, think of these as the Swiss Army knife for your classroom. They are these comprehensive assistants designed to be your one-stop shop for dozens of different jobs. These are basically your new command center. And the best part? They're built by educators who actually get it. They know the real-world demands, from writing objectives for an IEP, an individualized education program, to creating lesson plans, and you can do it all without having to juggle 10 different websites. MagicSchool.ai is a perfect example. With over 80 specific tools, it's an absolute powerhouse. You can literally paste in a transcript from a YouTube video, and bam, instant comprehension questions. Or take a really dense article and adapt it for 5 different reading levels in seconds. It just brings so much into one place. All right, let's move on to the next big job. Creating content that does more than just sit there. We're talking about content that gets students involved, gets them participating, and maybe even gets them a little excited to learn. And for this, we've got 2 incredible options that tackle engagement from different angles. You've got a tool like Canva, which is amazing for making gorgeous presentations and worksheets, even if you have 0 design skill. Then you've got something like CuriPod, which is all about real-time interaction. Using things like live polls and word clouds, it helps create a classroom where, as one teacher put it, students actually look up from their screens and talk to each other. Now, what's really mind-blowing here is just how simple this is. You type a straightforward prompt like this into a tool like Canva's Magic Studio, and it spits out a complete, well-designed, visually engaging presentation in minutes. That's a task that, let's be honest, could have easily eaten up your entire evening before. Okay, this next one, this is huge. It's one of the biggest and most time-consuming challenges for any teacher: differentiation. Tailoring a lesson to meet the needs of every single learner in the room. This is where AI becomes an absolute game changer. We all know this reality, right? You've got one core lesson, but your classroom is filled with students who have completely different reading levels, language backgrounds, and learning needs. It's no surprise that teachers consistently say creating multiple versions of content is one of their most difficult tasks. And that is exactly where a tool like DiffIt comes in. It was built specifically to solve this problem. You can see it here. You just take any source, an article, a video, whatever, and with just a couple of clicks, it generates a whole package of resources tailored to different reading levels. We're talking summaries, vocab lists, comprehension questions, the whole shebang just ready to go. And this quote, wow, it just says it all. This isn't just about saving you time. It's about being more effective. A staggering 93% of teachers who use this tool feel like it genuinely helps them reach every student right at their individual level. That makes truly inclusive instruction a reality, not just an ideal. So when you put all this together, the faster planning, the content creation, the effortless differentiation, what does it all really mean for you? Let's zoom out and look at the big picture, what some people are calling the AI dividend in the fight against teacher burnout. Okay, so the key is to be strategic. You don't need to learn 20 tools by Friday. Just start small. Pick the one that solves your single biggest headache. And get this, many of the most powerful tools are totally free for educators. But most importantly, always remember that AI is your co-pilot. Let it do 80% of the heavy lifting, but you, the expert, are always the one who brings that essential human judgment to the finish line. AI is here to enhance what you do, not replace you. And that brings us to this idea, which I think just hits the nail on the head. This whole thing isn't about replacing the art and soul of teaching. It's about getting rid of the tedious stuff so you can focus on what actually matters, connecting with your students. The numbers here are just wild. By saving an average of 5.9 hours a week, teachers are essentially getting back 6 extra weeks of time over a school year. Let that sink in. 6 full weeks. For many of you, that's more time than your entire summer break. And that leaves us with one final, powerful thought. If you had that time back, what would you do with it? What new possibilities would open up for you, and more importantly, for your students? The choice is yours.